Good morning, football fans, and welcome to 3 and Out right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. What's going on, y'all? Good morning and happy Championship Sunday. Here it comes, you guys. This is it. And then there were 32 teams enter. I almost said 28 for some reason. 32 teams enter. 4 remain. And this is it. Today, by the end of this day, we will have ourselves Super Bowl 60 set, primed and ready to go. And we will most definitely have some opinions about that later on tonight. This is it, you guys. Again, Championship Sunday is here. I hope you're excited, man. This is a fun day. It's always a fun time. Because we don't know what we're going to get. And that is the best part about it all. Championship Sunday. Well, let's just say sometimes these games are much better than the Super Bowl itself. Because sometimes the matchups are just better on one side. And let's just be real, sometimes some of these teams are just destined to win this game. So here we go, ready to roll today. Starting things off with the AFC Championship coming on up. Starting things off at 12 noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. In one cold, mile-high stadium. Those New England Patriots who have turned things around, I mean, my gosh. This team just seasons ago. How the hell did this happen? The Patriots, one of the worst teams in the NFL. I guess we all thought it would happen, right? The dynasty came to a close, it's over, and then guess what? Like the Phoenix, they rose from the ashes, and they're here. Mike Vrabel was the answer. And well, this team is back and restored. Can they get back to that grand stage? And then in the NFC Championship coming up a little bit later today, rivalry renewed or rivalry ongoing. Rams, Seahawks with some key injuries may actually really play a big part in this game. This one's a tough one to pick, but it's also going to be a tough one to play. Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuned in live to 3 and Out right here on IE Sports Radio. Championship Sunday edition. Sorry, right here on IE Sports Radio. Your direct feed for all of that is sports. Welcome, all you crazy diehard football fans. What's going on, you guys? How's it going? Happy Championship Sunday. Again, this is it, y'all. This is it. This is the end. We are down to the tail end of the season. A cold January is here. And, well, today we're going to find out who's going to play in Super Bowl 60. What 2 teams are going to make it out of today, we'll find out. But, of course, we've got to bring in my boy, man, to help us talk about all that good stuff today. Super excited, man. As always, let's get it. Let's go ahead and bring this guy in. Of course, IE Sports Radio Hall of Famer, IE Sports Radio SoCal Insider, the host of our awesome show, Set Point, dedicated to all things volleyball. And, of course, the co-host of this show here, 3 and Out. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my boy, man, Mr. Teran Rodriguez. Good day to you, sir. Good morning.
Hey, Larry, it is Championship Sunday. It is going to be a fun day, and this is it, the Final Four of the NFL. Look.
This is it, dude. I mean, this is something we've been waiting for, man. You know, again, and then there were 4. And it's crazy to think that this has been such a crazy season. You know, again, the Patriots, it's kind of like we knew at some point in time they'd return. We just didn't know it'd be so soon. You know, so for the Broncos, who the hell are these guys? Excuse me, who are they? Because again, this is a team that we honestly had no idea this year that would even be this good. We knew they'd be better, but we didn't know they'd be on this level. So we have that. And on top of all of that, Aaron, I mean, the Seahawks, that was another huge surprise team. And again, the Rams, a special team that has really just proven themselves over and over again this year. I mean, it's crazy to think that by the end of today, we're going to have ourselves one or the other. We're going to have ourselves a rematch. Because think about it. The Patriots have played both the Rams and the Seahawks in a Super Bowl within the last 10 years, if you think about it. You know, what, in 2000 and what was it, 2015, the infamous not giving Marshawn Lynch the ball on the goal line, incredible game there. Patriots winning that one. A couple years after that, what was it, 2019, I believe, Teran? 18, 19? Rams and Patriots, the most defensive Super Bowl I've ever seen. Loved it. Some people hated it. Well, screw them. I loved it. It was a great game. I mean, Teran, insane, right? I mean, you got to love these games that are, that are so defensively guided. I'm just saying that's just my deal. But I will say this. This has been a crazy year of football. And I'll tell you, this is what we do it for. We enjoy these games. We enjoy talking about these things. But again, going back into those two rematches. I mean, come on. Patriots have played both of these guys within the last 10 years in the Super Bowl. Kind of funny, the Broncos have actually played the Seahawks within the last 11 years. So it's kind of funny. The only matchup we do not have in a Super Bowl in current history is Broncos and Rams, which of course you'll hear thoughts on that as well, on if that's actually going to happen this year. So with that, all that good stuff, man, we, of course, because it's Championship Sunday, we're building up the people right now, jumping on in here. So we're going to take ourselves a quick break, show some love to our sponsors. When we come back in just a few minutes, we're going to do two things. We're going to start recapping, we're going to start previewing these crazy games and giving you all our thoughts. You guys are going to be jumping in the chat room. And we're going to bring in a dude. It's just one dude who's going to make today's show pretty fun. I mean, it's already fun, but I'm going to say, we're going to bring in the third element today. We're going to have ourselves some fun. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, you are watching 3 and Out right here on IE Sports Radio. Your direct feed for all that sports. Will be right back after this.
IE Sports Radio fans, this show is brought to you by Planet Jerky Premium Brisket Beef Jerky. Planet Jerky is the official jerky of the 2022 California League champion Lake Elsinore Storm, single-A affiliate of the San Diego Padres. This all-brisket jerky has gluten-free options, contains no MSG, no sodium nitrate, is low in sugar, and high in protein. Go to their website at planetjerky.net and follow them on Instagram at Planet Jerky. Planet Jerky, the jerky that's on a whole other planet.
Rise and shine. It's 4 a.m. The stars are still out. The sun is beneath the horizon, but it's time to punch in and go to work. The comfort of your warm-ups turns into the grinding out of your reps as the clinking and the clanking of the plates create a symphony of euphoria. There's no other feeling like it. Earn it, burn it, and take what's yours. IE Sports Radio has proudly partnered with Vital Apparel, a brand that not only fits great, but also promotes and donates to mental health research. Use our code IESR to get 15% off their comfortable and inspiring gym wear and help them on their amazing journey to support mental health. Go hard, take part in your iron therapy, and be strong. Because when your mental health is as strong as you are, there's no telling how far you'll go. For the last 10 years, IE Sports Radio has been bringing you amazing content ranging from interviewing legendary athletes, coaches, and other authorized media personnel to building tailor-made shows dedicated to all major sports cities around the country. Make sure to follow us at IE Sports Radio on X, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube to keep up with the latest in sports and with all of our shows. Also, make sure to check out our daily updated website at iesportsradio.com. At iesportsradio.com, you can see our daily show schedule and check out all of our show pages with personal bios to learn a little bit more about each of our awesome hosts. In addition to our show pages, you can catch the iSports Radio blog, Hall of Fame, Fans of the Month page, and our merchandise shop, including t-shirts, tank tops, caps, long sleeves, hoodies, and more. For now over a decade here at IE Sports Radio, we've continued to be by the fans, for the fans, and we thank you all for your support and for making IE Sports Radio your direct feed for all that is sports.
Welcome back to 3 and Out right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Well, I can tell you, I am not, Teran, all jacked up on coffee from this past couple of hours. Teran, I haven't slept maybe 2 or 3 hours tonight, but I don't give a crap because the Rolex 24 is rolling. We have 3.5 hours, just under 3.5 hours to go, and I have been on this freaking race like a hawk. Even that really long, annoying, gigantically ridiculous yellow that we had for like 50,000 years during the night. It's okay. I'm not a coffeeholic. I'm not, Terry. I'm not. I am not. I haven't had 17 cups of coffee today. I have not. But I've enjoyed this race. So anyway, it's even hard for me to do the show right now because I'm concentrating on the freaking race. But regardless, we got some football to get into today, so we're going to go ahead and do that, man. But again, check us out, man. Show us some love there. Check us out, follow us on all the goods, and there you have it, man. So give us all that, check us all on those outlets, and of course iSportsRadio.com, our website, man, just ramping up, getting bigger and better. And of course, we're always excited to talk on there because, well, the show is actually currently live on iSportsRadio.com, so go check it out, and hey, show us some love, you guys. So with that said, man, well, let's go ahead and do this, man. Bringing in, got to do this for today's show, Teran. Bringing in a diehard Patriots fan. He is our Boston insider, and well, it's kind of hard to not pick the Patriots today because Jared Stidham starting for quarterback. That's kind of mean, but I'm just being real. So I'm almost positive we're all going to pick these guys. So with that said, to help us preview these games today, ladies and gentlemen, welcome me, man. He is our Boston insider and this great overall dude here at IE Sports Radio, Mr. Brian B. Mad Dog Francione. Good day, sir.
Great day. Blizzard coming down today. Pats are back in the AFC Championship game where they belong. And no, I haven't had a cup of coffee, even though I feel like I've had 17 cups of coffee. This adrenaline coming. I cannot wait. Rocky Mountain High. Let's go. Let's win this thing today. Hello, Teran. Hello, Larry.
Good day to you, sir. Good morning, top of the morning. Whichever you'd like to say. As you can see, man, look at this. This guy has he has a natural caffeine thing going on. Look, if my Raiders...
How could I not have a natural caffeine thing when the state of Massachusetts had Dunkin' Donuts on every corner in the street?
I love it. I love it. No, I was going to say if my Raiders were the AFC Championship, but yeah, that's not a thing, and that's not going to be a thing. But I'm going to say I'd be all jacked up too if they were in this game today. But oh my gosh, you guys, we made it. Championship Sunday is here. And this is it, man. I mean, this is it. We have made it to our final 4 teams, and it's fun. You know, this is one of the funnest weekends in the entire season because, well, think about it. This is it. If you win this game, you are going to the game that you've played for your entire life. This is it. Championship Sunday is a day that since you were a kid, I mean, all of us who ever played this game, that was the goal. That was the goal, to go to the Super Bowl. That's what we wanted to do, right? That was the one thing that all of us wanted to do. And well, for these guys on these current football teams right now, it's reality. And they're one game away from that. So it's going to be special. It's going to be a great experience for them all. But unfortunately, two teams are going to be headed home barbecuing with the rest of everybody else. And two, well, they're going to be headed on to play on that grandest stage in sports. So with that, guys, let's go ahead and do this and jump on into it, man. It's special. It's a great day. It's a fun day. But again, it's all business. And when you think about business, I can't think of any other team in the NFL that's been about business more than any other team in the last 2 freaking decades than the New England Patriots. And today they are taking on a team of, I don't know if you want to call it destiny. I don't know what you want to call it, but I do know that this team they've been something. And you know what? I feel bad for even downplaying them because I didn't think they were going to be this good this year. I really didn't. But I do know that, well, they ended up being that good. And of course, that is the Denver Broncos. Today, the Patriots go a mile high to go take on one of the biggest breakout teams of the entire season. Not just the AFC, not just the AFC West, of the entire NFL season, the Denver Broncos. So, guys, this game is coming up first. 12 p.m. Pacific kickoff, 3 p.m. over there for you East Coasters like Brian. It's going to be a fun one. Let's start things off. Overall, let's go ahead and give a quick little preview here that I got written up. So if championship comes down to poise versus pressure, this is what I think. New England arrives as the league's most consistent team because that's what they've been, right? Powered by the calm confidence of Drake May, who has already knocked off Houston and, sorry, Teran, and those Chargers with efficiency and toughness, which is what they've been about this entire year. The Patriots don't beat themselves. That's like the biggest thing you shouldn't do in a sport that teams do more than anything else. And their defense thrives on forcing mistakes, something that looms large against a Denver team turning to Jarrett Stidham of Auburn. Sorry, bro, I don't mean to be so mean, but it's not their dude they've been with all year, Bo Nix, who is currently sidelined after an injury in last week's divisional round. Denver, however, still owns the most dangerous defense in football, and that's going to be the game. Led by Nick Bonito and Patrick Surtain II. We have the Broncos leading the NFL in sacks, which is crazy. That will definitely test that offensive line in May. And with altitude and cold, which, well, Boston, they're pretty freaking familiar with, Blizzard Man down here.
They all act like they don't, though.
Exactly. And consistent pressure. So in closing for me, guys, if Stidham can manage the game and let the defense dictate terms, Denver has a real, I don't know. They're going to, if Stidham can do that, they can actually make it happen. However, the game likely swings on turnovers, field position, and which quarterback survives the pass rush. And overall, when it comes down to it, you've seen it all year. May and the Patriots have persevered in any situation. So let's go ahead and open this thing up, man. I want to save the Pat for last. Teran, your thoughts on this game, man? Let's do it.
So basically, this has the potential of being a defensive matchup. This could be a chess match, and for Denver, that could actually favor them. If this comes down to time of possession, Denver's going to really need to run the ball effectively, and they're just going to need to have the ball to make sure the Patriots don't get on the field. So that being said, everyone counts out Denver just because Jarrett Stidham is starting at quarterback and not Bo Nix. But honestly, you remember what Nick Foles did back in 2018 when the Eagles made the playoffs as the number 1 seed when Carson Wentz went down. So I think for Denver, it's going to have to be time of possession and playing strong defense. For the Patriots, it's just limiting turnovers, because if Drake May has a bunch of fumbles or picks like he did in the first 2 rounds, I think this one might not favor the Patriots. But at the same time, the Patriots have faced strong defenses already. And I think what's interesting is that the Patriots have faced 2 top 5 defenses right now in the playoffs. And if it would be the icing on the cake with this AFC championship run if they were to defeat the Broncos. And with that said, I mean, this one can go either way, but it's all about taking care of the ball and time of possession.
Solid stuff there. Way to bring up Foles. I like that. That's pretty solid stuff there, Teran. Okay, so I like that. Good stuff. The way to throw a little something in there for Brian before. But all right, man, we gotta hand it over to our Boston insider, the dude who eats, sleeps, and breathes these Boston sports. Great points there. I made a few. Let's let this guy cook, man. Brian, talk about this game, man.
All right, you want to let me cook, eh? Similar to the naysayers, Jared Stidham was supposed to be the successor of Tom Brady getting away from Belichick and Kraft. Obviously, 2020, the world went a little upside down with COVID, and so did the New England Patriots, as he was supposed to be the successor. He was a backup on Brady's last year, the year we started 8-0 with the boogeyman defense, Hightower, and all those guys.
Mm-hmm.
We thought we were going to have another path to the Super Bowl the year after we beat the Rams. But Destiny had other plans, and Stidham did not make it out, and it was a starter decline on Belichick's coaching. And banged up Cam Newton got the starting job most of the COVID year with no fans. So obviously we didn't like what we saw in Stidham. Apparently you didn't either with the Raiders, Larry.
Yeah.
And supposedly Sean Payton does. So let's see how it's going to. If this were a regular season game, I would have made a lopsided score prediction. But here's the thing that always gets me. Even the years Brady played Manning, even when Jake Plummer was quarterback for the Denver Broncos, Mile High was the kryptonite for this Patriots dynasty run, 2-decade run. Obviously, the Manning brothers had some say in that with the Giants in the Super Bowl, which I don't like to talk about. And Peyton Manning being on the Broncos. Those were 2 really good games. The second time we lost to the Broncos was we were down 20-3, and we almost made a huge comeback, missed the 2-point conversion. That's the last time we played them. Patriots are 0-4 all-time in Denver and Mile High. You would think with the matchup today we get the 1-4-1, but if Tom Brady always struggled, this is why I think it's going to be a lot closer, because the Broncos, as Teran said earlier, and I saw this statistic all week too, as Teran said, Drake May could be the first quarterback in NFL history to go to the Super Bowl, or even if they win the Super Bowl, rather, to face 3 of the top 5 defenses. We played Will Anderson and Darrell Hunter's defense. You could tell the defense for the Texans were legit. C.J. Stroud had one of the worst games of his career, and the Pats only won by 12. If it was any other team, it would have been the 30-point game. And Teran's Chargers with Khalil Mack did the best he can to make. Drake May has made a lot of mistakes in this playoffs. Our defense has been winning us these championships, like the 2000 Ravens. The Patriots' defensive core has been awesome. Hasn't been healthy all year. We're going to miss Harold Landry III, who was one of our sacks leaders all year. Robert Spillane has been really good tackling the running back, and they won't have J.K. Dobbins back, but they have to depend on another rookie, R.J. Harvey, who's been good, making some explosive plays, but he's not an every down pack. Maybe today will change. We got Henderson and Ramondre Stevenson, who've been fun, especially since Stevenson came back from injury. He's been phenomenal for us. If we can dominate the time of possession, and if I know I sound like John Madden stating the obvious, but if they don't make turnovers here, we should easily win this game. But with this top-ranked defense led by Nick Benito, I believe his name is, has 13 sacks of the year. If Will Campbell has another big test, he's due to. He didn't have the greatest game last week. He knows it. Morgan Moses and Garrett Bradbury as our center. If those guys can protect May, we win this game, no problem. And Patrick Surtain did get injured in that game against Buffalo last week. Was a great game offensively, even though the defense made some plays. I'm going to lead in the middle of the pack. I do think we pull this out, but it all depends if we make mistakes. If we don't make mistakes, Stidham will probably make mistakes. If Drake May has no turnovers, we will win this game today.
I can totally see that. I mean, to me, that's exactly spelled out the way it should be. I mean, look, I'm the same way. Okay, honestly, we're gonna see. I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna see actually, because again, you're right, Terry. You're right, Brian. This game could be 100% lopsided in the regular season, but it's just he didn't come this far to come this far, as Brady would say, right? So this is this is definitely going to be a big turnout of how Stidham plays, and we get that. But the Patriots rely on just so much on both sides of the ball to where I don't know. I love it. I love how they've been playing. Vrabel has these guys playing on a different level. And really, I hate to say this, but we're so uncertain right now, Stidham. So again, I'm not calling him. I don't say he's not a couldn't be a solid piece of this game and be the reason why they win it, or obviously team effort. But I don't know. You're right. As long as May avoids turnovers, it's really, really hard to see Denver winning this game or even coming close. When it comes down to it, guys, the Patriots have averaged like 250 freaking yards a game or something like that. Like, I mean, I'm serious. Like they've been really good this year. So again, without trying to sound like a jerk, I'm just being real. The Patriots, this has all the makings for them to win this game because they're just really, really, really good. So, and of course, Bo Nix would have made this game, I think, a lot closer. But when it comes down to it, I just don't see it. So I'm going to go Patriots in this one, 31-21. I just have a feeling the Patriots are going to, make. The only reason why, because I think, I don't even know why I'm giving the Broncos that many points, but they're home. It's going to be a dogfight. They are going to fight like hell, but I just do not think that they're going to come close to beating these Pats. I mean, they will, but at the same exact time, we can look at this game and say the score was closer than the game. I don't know, but those are my thoughts. So I don't know. Teran, your thoughts? You got a score for us?
Yeah, I'll take the Patriots as well. I'll have it a little bit more low scoring. I'm going to say the Patriots win 24-14. I think the Patriots defense slows down the Broncos offense. It'll be close, though. I think it'll be a close first half, and then the second half, the Patriots pull away. Denver is still good at home, but we all got to remember the Patriots on the road, they have yet to lose a game. So away Patriots are the scary Patriots.
Yeah, any Patriots I think are scary right now. Brian, obviously you're picking the Patriots, but what have you got for us in closing for this one?
All right. So my score prediction is going to be 23-20 Patriots. There's a lot of bets on the bookies for the Patriots to win today. So the games are going to be very close. And obviously, I forgot to mention the receivers of both teams. You got Christian Gonzalez was awesome last week. Marcus Jones has been a phenomenal special teams and defensive playmaker. If he does have a special game like he did last week, and when he started against the Dolphins in the regular season, the kick return touchdown will win this game, but you can't guarantee that each week because if Stidham has a fighting chance, he's going to need a 40-plus yard deep pass to Cortland Sutton, who's been Bo Nix's number one target without Troy Franklin today, and Stephon Diggs. Last time he played in the conference championship game, one of the best offensive games of all time, Mahomes versus Allen. Under 2 minutes, there was like 5 lead changes in that game. And Diggs looked so devastated seeing that confetti. You don't think he's not going to go off? I think he's going to go off for sure. May needs to connect to him. Matt Collins might be back, game time decision. But Kayshon Boutte has been underrated. That beautiful catch, one-handed Odell Beckham type catch was what sealed the deal against the Texans. If they have a phenomenal playmaking, deep passes will win this game, but you can't count Denver out of throwing the deep ball, and even Ingram's due for a big game for them with the tight ends because the Pats slowly can't cover tight ends as well. So I am going to make it close, going 23-20 Patriots.
I could see that. It's to me that's very reasonable. And the Patriots, man, again, this is just a great football team. If we're able to have these guys playing out of their freaking minds, I mean, this is a team that is like built to win this thing. And it's crazy because again, they were just crappy like within the last couple of seasons. But you can't keep this team down. Like I was telling Darren, they're like the freaking Terminator, man. Like these dudes do not go away.
Thing is with Vrabel though, is that he's one of those hybrid of the old school Bill Belichick way, and he's a player's coach, which you can't find a lot of in today's league. They cater too much. He does it, but disciplines them too. He's like a fair coach. You know what I mean?
No, it's the truth. I love it. I think that is one of the coolest things about him is he's definitely, he's old school, but players coach. I love how you put that together because it's hard. If you're a players coach, usually a little bit, people really like you, but you're not as stern sometimes. You don't really get that Belichickianness. But then sometimes you get too much Belichick and then they hate
Players
you.
don't want to play for you if you don't win.
Yep. So you really got to be that good mix. Some guys do it. Some guys really do it. This dude, Vrabel, does it like no other, and it's been great, man. So, we got a final score prediction in here. Glenn says 23-17 Patriots.
I like that.
That's a good score. To me, that's a good score. Well, the voting poll just went up right now in our band group. Joey Jets is also going with the Patriots in this one. I know he's a Jets fan, but I mean, when Miami lost in the national championship, I guess he wants some kind of victory here. So, just kidding.
Yeah.
No, this is going to be a very good game. I am really excited for this. So thank you, guys, both for this one, the weighing in on this one. Again, AFC Championship coming up today. We got about 5 hours to go here. We got 3 hours and 8 minutes here on the Rolex 24.
Before, I'd like to say one thing. If our Bills insiders listening, I saw a tweet yesterday. I thought of him. With all the snow coming down up to potentially 18 to 24 inches in my area. In an alternate universe, Drake May would be playing Josh Allen in what could have been a historic game, kind of like when the Raiders played the Patriots in the 2002 AFC divisional game. Some universe, Adam's getting ready and not as upset like he was last week. I actually felt bad for him and how they lost the game to the Broncos, but Drake May and Josh Allen could have played in the snow today, and we would have all struggled to go home if I had went to that game. So in a way, I'm happy to be home with that coming.
I love it. No, definitely great stuff there, man. And this is this today will be very special. So all right, guys, let's go ahead and switch over the gears, man. AFC Championship coming up at in the afternoon. The first game today. Well, next game coming on up, the NFC Championship. This man over here is wearing that jersey. It's very possible that these two jerseys could meet in 2 weeks.
Third time.
Let's call it what it is. Exactly. Let's call it what it is because, well, this game has a little something else to it. And, here it comes. All right. NFC Championship coming on today at 3:30 p.m. Pacific time, 6:30 p.m. on the East Coast. The final chapter of a division rivalry trilogy decides who goes to the Super Bowl. Seattle enters as the NFC's most complete team, led by Sam Darnold, Kenneth Walker III, and a defense that just demolished San Francisco. Lumen Field will be deafening, to say the least. And the Seahawks already erased a 16-point deficit against the Rams once this season. But the Rams have the best player on the field in Matthew Stafford, the league's most explosive offense, and the postseason's hottest duo in Puka Nacua and Kyren Williams. Los Angeles has already won twice on the road this season. Well, they've won this game already. They've done their due diligence. The Rams have already done it's crazy because Seattle's number one, but it just seems to be like the Rams have the answer for these guys. They've already gotten that job done this year. Okay. And they've played well on the road. They believe the third time in Seattle will finally go their way. And the game comes down to Stafford versus pressure, Darnold versus disguise, really, and who handles late momentum. However, there's one little wrench in the gear I want to throw in here. Charbonnet not playing. Oh, is that going to be the decider for me? I don't know. But let's open it back up. Teran, your thoughts on the NFC Championship?
So, yeah, you pretty much just nailed it. Zach Charbonnet is out for the rest of the playoffs, which is a big loss. Look, the Rams have kind of played with fire the last 2 games. They've won by 3 points. They needed overtime to beat the Bears on the road, but that's big. And it's not like the Rams can't win on the road. Like, the Rams can definitely win on the road. Beating Chicago in Chicago is no small feat, and beating Carolina on the road was pretty darn good as well. Against the Seahawks, I feel the Rams do have control over them just because the Rams were. Everyone seems to forget the Rams did really good, and they did have a 16-point lead. I just feel that they kind of let up on the gas, and then that obvious wacky 2-point conversion, which no one knows what a forward pass is. So, man, this one's going to be an interesting matchup. I mean, it's going to boil down to whose defense can get to the quarterback more often than not, and which quarterback can get the ball out. So, I feel that I obviously am going to go with the Rams here. I think the experience that they have that they've had in the NFC Championship is going to pave the way for them. But I wouldn't be surprised if Seattle really came to play. So I'll take the Rams based off of experience in the NFC Championship, but this one should be close.
Oh, it's going to be a fun one. And I like that. All right, Brian, do you agree with that? What are your thoughts on the NFC Championship?
NFC Championship game. I'm going to tell you this. I was there for the start of this Legion of Boom era when my uncle lived there at the time. So I went to Quest Field. Patriots Seahawks with the UMAD bro. Richard Sherman picked off Tom Brady, and the Legion of Boom was born. And that place was the loudest place I've ever been in. We were up in the Hawks. I felt like I was going to fall off. If you don't think the 12th man and the fans aren't going to show up today, I don't know what planet these people live in, because it's going to be, you got two of the best receivers going at it today with Puka Nacua of the Rams and Jackson Smith-Njigba for Seattle, who's been carrying this team all season. Mm-hmm. But these two games, the defenses are phenomenal for the Seahawks because they can pass rush really good with DeMarcus Lawrence. He's a great pass rusher. And a name that could come back to haunt the LA team, Kobe Bryant, the strong safety of the Seahawks. Whoever thought I'd say that name in LA in an opposite direction. And Devin Witherspoon has done a lot of picks, so Stafford's going to have a tough time throwing to him. But with Stafford and May, the battle of the MVPs, if one of these teams, the Patriots win or the Rams lose or vice versa, will probably decide the MVP race today. But if both win, it's probably going to be even a tougher decision. But let's talk about the running games of these two teams. Kyren Williams has been a reliable, underrated. He may not pull up McCaffrey and Bijan Robinson type numbers, but he is reliable. A guy who I always think he finally stayed healthy this year, was going to be a top 10 fantasy running back. And you got these Kenneth Walker fantasy owners getting all mad that Charbonnet is down, not stealing touchdowns from Kenneth Walker. And Walker did take the ball and run against that banged up San Francisco defense last week, which you probably loved, Larry.
Yes.
And I don't have to worry about another team winning the 7th Super Bowl. So I was happy with that. I don't care who wins this game. I don't hate either one of these teams. And I feel like without the Chiefs and the Eagles in the Super Bowl, even if the Pats don't win, I'll probably root for whoever wins this game to win the Super Bowl, unless the Patriots take care of business. But Smith-Njigba has been contained most of this postseason. So if he does have a normal game like he did that Thursday night classic, these two teams played with a 2-point conversion and the over went up. I expect a high-scoring game. And Kyren Williams is a great runner, but don't forget about Blake Corum. If McVay gives him carries, he likes to run the ball, top-ranked run. These two teams are also top-ranked in running the ball. So the time of possession is probably going to decide this game in the rowdy Seattle late game. So I'm going to go with the Rams. I'm going to go with a 41-38 game by the Los Angeles Rams.
He said St. Louis Rams. He's kidding. He's kidding. Hey, this is going to be a fun one, isn't it? 41-38. We're going a little more high scoring in this one. Obviously, the weather is not going to be as freezing, and it's going to be a little bit different. Both offenses are definitely high powered. So he says that's going to be more of what it's going to lean on today. Glenn Ritter, check him out. I'm going to pick Rams 27-26. This one could definitely be close, and this one has close game written all over it. I love this. So, look, the Seahawks, these guys got it done all year, right? And I don't know. I feel like they enter this week with the biggest freaking blow. Again, we just talked about it. Charbonnet out. And I don't know. It's crazy. Like what one player could really do. But yeah, that's huge. And I feel like that's going to be a big part of this one, as I've been saying. So the Rams, these guys have they've dominated the Seahawks for the most part, but then obviously the Seahawks came back in one of those. If the Rams can get up and just do what they've done and not let them, not let them come back in this one, which is going to be really hard to do in Seattle, as you heard Brian say. But overall, I just feel like the loss of Charbonnet is extremely significant in this one. And Darnold, I mean, can he do it? Can he do it? That's going to be the big question. Can he get it done? We haven't seen it yet. I'm looking forward to if he can or not. But in there, you hate to do this. USC quarterback. I hate it. I got to go with the Rams this one too. I'm gonna say, and this one this could be very, very weird. But I don't know. The Rams need the Rams have everything this year to get it done. They have it. If this is a year for the Rams to do it, this is like we saw the Commanders. They had everything they needed. Didn't happen. The Lions had everything they needed. Didn't happen. The Bills, my gosh, the Bills had the biggest window. That window was like the size of freaking Wyoming. And now that window is gone. I'm sorry.
He should have never fired McDermott.
No, the Patriots are back. I'm sorry. I know. And it's funny because Miami fans. That's what a team that's back looks like. Like the Patriots, not the Hurricanes. I'm sorry. But yeah, the Patriots are back with a freaking vengeance. And well, if anybody was gonna make a run to win a Super Bowl out of that division, you had your chance. Now I just don't see it. Now I think so again, guys, it's gonna be really, really fun to see both these games today. But yeah, so Rams final score for me. I don't know, another weird one. So again, I had 31-21 Patriots. I feel like this one could be a little more offensive, and that's pretty big for me to even give that big of a score. But I don't know. I'll go 35-21 Rams because I don't know. I just feel like the Rams have it. The Rams have it this year. This is especially that injury is going to be huge. So yeah, guys, that's pretty fun. So again, anybody else, let us know what your thoughts are out there and everything. So with both these games coming up today, man,
I also take Rams 31-24.
I was right, Darren. Get your score 31-24.
Yeah, sorry.
That is a 7-point game. Now, if you look at both of these games, okay, realistically, I love doing this every year, a little early stuff. If these two games go the way we think they're going to go, Teran, who wins the Super Bowl? Teran is not talking. So who do you got?
If everything goes the way we think it goes.
Yep, at least the way you think it's going right now. Who do you think?
Oh man. So I would have the Patriots and the Rams, but here's the thing. I mean, you know how the Super Bowl always has the comparisons, the boxes of which team checks out. I mean, it could go either way with those teams. I mean, if quarterback would probably be in favor of the Rams. Sorry, Brian. I mean, wide receivers would probably be in the favor of the Rams. Running backs would be the favor of the Patriots. Defense would probably be Patriots by a nose, even though the Rams have proven that they can win these defensive battles like they did last week. Tight ends would probably be in favor of the Rams, probably by a little. Offensive line would probably be in favor of that one probably could be down the line. So, I mean, when you look at both these teams, it's just a matter of what have you done now as opposed to what have you done in the regular season. I mean, obviously I would say the Rams, but I would not be surprised if the Patriots did find a way to win the Super Bowl. But I'm going to say the Rams win the Super Bowl if it comes down to Rams versus Patriots, or even Broncos versus Patriots.
Okay, there it is. Well, yeah, well,
And heck, even see if the Seahawks make it, then I think no matter who comes out of the NFC, I think they win it. So, but I would have the Rams beating the Patriots in the Super Bowl if everything were to come to fruition.
okay, Brian, what do you think, man? If both games go exactly the way you think they're going to go today, who wins Super Bowl?
Oh my God, I have to
That's a fun
decide
one.
this already. But let's say everyone stays healthy and we win by 20 points, like a lot of the people are predicting, which I don't think is going to happen that route. But I do agree with a lot of Teran says. Drake May would be very tested on the big stage of 100 million people. But before we get into it, how funny is that? You could have the Patriots getting the 7th title, tied with the Niners and Steelers, I believe, for Super Bowls. And you got the team representing the NFC is one of the teams that fans hate, either the Rams or Seahawks. Like, that's hilarious to me. First off, it's going to be in San Francisco. NBC is going to carry the game. NBC has not had a Chiefs Super Bowl out of all the networks, believe it or not. So I think it's going to be, I don't think we'll pull it off. I think we're going to lose by 7. It will make it close, but we do have the edge on both running backs because we're starting to boom into what Detroit had last year with Montgomery and Gibbs, and this year was Gibbs a bust for the Lions, and that's why they weren't in the playoffs. We got Henderson and Stevenson. They do got Kyron Williams. They do got Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua.
Mm-hmm.
But we do have, if our defense stays healthy, then I'll shift the score in a few weeks. But as of right now, the defense is banged up. Or if we don't have Milton Williams or Clavion Chason, has been the underrated X factor for us. Even when he's not getting sacks, he pressured both Herbert and Stroud so bad to make those turnovers. If none of our defense gets hurt, I think we'll win. But I do predict some people might get injured today in Mile High, tough place to play with the altitude. So I'll revisit it, but I'll go 21-15 Rams, because one of these Super Bowl games always has a missed extra point or a fumble recovery, or some people go for it on 4th and 25 for it. You've seen a bunch of different stuff in the Super Bowl you wouldn't see in a regular season. So
No,
as of right now, but 2 weeks, I'll probably have to be confident about my team. They get 2 weeks to hype this thing up. That's why they have the bye week. So that's my thoughts.
No, totally. I'm with you. Yeah. If both teams play the way I think they're going to play today, I know it's going to sound terrible, and don't hate me, everybody out here, but I just don't see the Patriots losing to anybody. I mean, if it does, I mean, we could see another freaking insanely crazy overtime kind of Super Bowl. But again, I guess right now the Patriots are playing on another level, so their health really depends on everything. But my gosh, I'm going to revisit that too, because that's just how I'm thinking at the moment. But because my gosh, these Rams are scary. They're playing at another level. So okay, so we got about 10 minutes left here on the show, and I want to have some fun here at the very end. I mean, it's been fun, like I said, but I want to.
And I'd pick Rams to beat the Patriots. Well, I'll say Rams win 27-20.
Nice, man. Nice.
No matter who wins, I'll have the NFC beating the AFC 27-20.
So a couple of fun topics here. Okay, one play, one moment. What was the play that decided championship weekend? No context, just the moment. Teran, what's the play that decided? Or what do you think? Like, what's something that's like you think is gonna happen on the field? Just fun stuff. Is it going to be a weird, stupid, non-catch penalty? Is it going to be a penalty that happens later on? Or, I'm sorry, the referees, it wasn't a catch somehow, some way. I think we're going to see one of those today. You think we're going to get some crazy miscellaneous flag that's going to come down to you? Do you think none of that's going to happen because these teams are going to win straight out? I mean, what do you think for that?
I think we get a weird whistle that Seahawks fans won't agree with, but is actually the call that looks like it's 50-50, but in reality it's actually the correct call. So I think that's going to be what happens. So I think it's going to be like a weird whistle, a weird play that most people will think, oh, it should be Seattle ball, but in reality it goes the Rams way. That's what'll happen. It'll be just like the 2018 or 2019 NFC Championship game where there was the no pass interference call, which was unfortunate, which ironically enough, Sean Payton is back in Championship Sunday. But I think we get that on which team gets into the Super Bowl regarding that, and then I think it also comes down to if a knee was down or an expedited review.
Love
or
it,
review
Brian.
in general on if someone gets the first down or not.
That could be huge. That could be huge. I like that. Getting some of those weird things in there. Brian, your thoughts?
I believe it's going to come down to if there's going to be a controversial officiating call. I think we're going to get an exact opposite of a Fail Mary like we did with the replacement refs years ago when the Packers played the Seahawks on Monday Night Football. You're going to get, ironically, I think you're going to get a deep ball from Sam Darnold, not Smith-Njigba. He'll be covered really good. But I think if the Seahawks are down by less than a field goal, you're going to, at the end of the game, you're going to see him pass either Raheed Shaheed, who's very fast, who they got from the Saints. And don't forget this guy, a long-time beloved Los Angeles Ram, Cooper Kupp. I think you'll have a huge throw to Cooper Kupp for the Seahawks. And then they're going to be fighting it against Darius Williams or one of those safeties for the Rams. I think it's going to go the other way, kind of like what you have with Braden Cooks last week for the Bills and the Broncos. I think that's going to end the game, and it's going to go in the Rams' favor, and it will screw the Seahawks out of the Super Bowl, just like the controversial Super Bowl call years ago with the Steelers and the Seahawks that fans still talk about to this day.
I can see that. I can see that. Okay, so a couple more. I got about 8 minutes left here. These are fun. These are just fun little things we thought of. So next one. All right. So Tara, we'll start with you again. So what do you think? Quiet MVP. Who mattered most for these games today? So we're going in the future. Quiet MVP. What player, and like anybody, what player do you think by tonight we're going to be like, oh my gosh, like that's crazy. This dude really stood out and played hard today. Who was that?
I think if it's for the Rams, I'm going to say Jared Verse. Jared Verse or Braden Fisk, maybe even Kobe Durant. I think it's going to be someone defensively that makes that's the quiet MVP for the Rams. And then for the Patriots, I will say, what's his name? What's the guy that has like the kickoff return? Is it Jarrett Jack or Miles Jack? I think he would be the quiet MVP for the Patriots.
All right, and then the NFC Championship.
Yeah.
No, so in the NFC Championship, what do you think?
Oh, in the NFC Championship?
Well, also, I'm sorry, you said both. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
you
yeah. Miles
said
Jack
Verse
for the Patriots. Then
okay.
For the Rams in the NFC Championship, I'll say Jared Verse or Kobe Durant.
I could see that. All right, Brian, who do you think? Quiet MVP.
Quiet MVP for the games today.
Yeah,
so
I'm
gonna go with for the quiet MVP for the AFC Championship game. I'm gonna go with Kayshon Boutte because he has come up with some huge catches the past few weeks, and I can see him getting a huge deep ball again, or get him out of a 3rd and 18 or something, and getting a catch for the Patriots if they win. But if I think the Rams win, the quiet MVP is going to be Kyren Williams because people talk about the receivers of Nakua and Smith-Njigba, but Kyren Williams has ran the ball great last week against the Chicago Bears. Because if the Bears had one pass rusher, that game probably would have been Caleb Williams in Chicago going to Seattle. But it was a great game last week, Rams and Bears, classic. These are my quiet MVPs.
I love it. I love it. Okay. So a few more. These are fun. Okay. A few more. Okay. So quiet MVPs. I love that. Yeah. I feel like tonight, if there's going to be a quiet MVP for the Broncos, it's going to be Stidham. That's it. And if it's not Stidham, then the Broncos aren't winning. I mean, that's where I'm at. Quiet MVP though for the Patriots. That's going to be Coach Vrabel. I'm throwing it out there, man. Dude's going to hype this team up. This team is going to be ready to run through a wall. Rams, I mean, I like that defensive line. That'll be the quiet MVP because they got to be able to get to Maine. And if anybody's going to win this thing, if anybody's going to be the quiet MVP today for the Seahawks, all right, this is, I mean, I guess it's it's written all over the place, right? Because right now, this team, I mean, again, they're without a very key dude. And, well, I mean, I like him a lot. Charbonnet is a amazing player. But it's got to be these running backs, man. Has to be. Kenneth Walker. I mean, it's got to everybody. Cam Akers has got to step up. I forgot who else they have back here, but they got to step it up today because, well, they don't have him. So, okay. So, a few more minutes here. Fun stuff again. This will be the last one. Okay, this has to be the last one. This one's fun. Okay. If these games today were movies, what genre will it be? We all know that Raiders will be a comedy, but the Raiders aren't playing today. So what would you say? So Teran, pick a theme for one of the for both these games: thriller, horror, comedy, drama. What do you think? What would the AFC Championship be and the NFC Championship be today if they were movies? What would they be?
AFC Championship would probably be something like an underdog tale or something like that.
I can see that.
And then for the Rams Seahawks, I think it would have to be like something like a thriller. I think something along the lines of a rivalry. Yeah,
I'm with you. No, I'm
like
totally.
Maybe remember the Titans.
I could see that. That's a good one. That's a good one. Brian, your thoughts?
I'm gonna go with for the AFC Championship games. I'm gonna go with drama because you do got the underdog tale with Jared Stidham, and it will be a drama if it's lopsided, like a lot of people predict for the Patriots. But if the Broncos pull it out, it will be a drama because you got the revenge factor for Stidham not really getting an opportunity in 2020, and that will be. And Drake May will still have Brady's tradition of struggling in Denver if the Pats were to lose this game, because the pass rush for Denver will cost them the game if we lose, and Drake May would make mistakes if we were to lose. And for the NFC Championship game rivalry, I'll go with a thriller or action rather.
Yeah.
Kind of like James Bond or whatever, 007. You got there could be like 6 lead changes in this game. That's the kind of I think the over is going to hit, even though they both have great defenses. I think the offense is going to be more driven in the late game, and the defense will be more driven in the early game.
I like that, guys. All right. Well, in closing, if I had to pick one, well, two genres, I'm going to relate these to movies. This is really mean. The NFC Championship is going to be a comedy, like The Water Boy. It's going to be funny. I know it sounds really mean, but I just feel like I'm sorry. This Patriots team is too good. And it's not going to be a comedy for Mile High. They're not going to be very happy. they won't be smiling and giggling and laughing, but I think the rest of us are. Kind of like, remember when Seattle destroyed them in the Super Bowl? I'm sorry, but I just don't see it. If Bo was playing, this would be very serious. This would be like how Teran said, like, remember the Titans, very coming out, and we're playing for, we have to win. Like this is the biggest underdog story we've heard in forever. But with no Bo, I don't see it. So I think we're gonna get some of that some water boy action. And then for the NFC Championship, I'm going definitely drama thriller. I'm going like Any Given Sunday vibes, like very serious, not a smile or laugh in the entire movie. It is all business. That is a serious movie. And I think today's going to be just one of those games. NFC Championship is going to be like, oh crap, that was real, so it's exciting. So to me, those are going to be fun. You guys, this has been a fun show, man. Let's go ahead and wrap this thing up and get on out of here. This was a fun one, and I'm just
baby.
I'm ready for it, man. This is going to be such a good game. Well, both of these are going to be such good games. And, of course, 2 weeks from today, Teran and I will be delivering you a morning show like this. We're going to have some fun, too. Teran and I are going to be talking about our favorite Super Bowl traditions and all these fun things. We're going to invite everybody on. We might even be on for 2 hours that morning. I don't know. And then, of course, we'll have ourselves a postseason in 2 weeks, postseason game to wrap up the entire season. But, hey, don't go too far, you guys, because tonight, Teran and I will be wrapping it up. Basically a way too early Super Bowl preview. Tonight's game should be over close to 6:37 Pacific time, 9:30, 10 Eastern time. So we'll find out where we go on. But Teran and I will be back on live. Brian, I don't know if you want to join us or not, but that's kind of late for you. But we'll be on.
It all depends on the result of the AFC Championship.
I don't blame you. So that is going to be our. What's that?
TBD to be determined.
Yeah, there you go. I'll take TBD. So yeah, we'll be back on tonight to give a quick little, just like we did last time or last Monday night for the college football championship. Indiana getting it done. What an amazing year for those guys. But so we're going to be talking about that tonight and wrapping up these championship games here on Championship Sunday, championship weekend, if you will. Wrapping that up, and then that's it. We will see you after that. Teran now will be coming back. This is a fun week, you guys. This is Senior Bowl week. So we're going to be talking about practice all week. We got the East-West Shrine Bowl coming up. We already talked about coming up on Tuesday, actually, this Tuesday. So we'll be talking about the recap of that, and we'll be getting into the Senior Bowl preview and talking all about that fun stuff. To be determined on my birthday next Sunday, a week from today. My gosh, I'm getting old. We're going to do, probably recap the Senior Bowl, talk about that. Pro Bowl, stupid. Pro Bowl games are dumb, not even worth talking about. But whatever, we'll talk a little bit about that. If. And then that's it, guys. We won't see you again until the 8th. Super Bowl Sunday. We'll be live early, just like this one, 7 a.m. Pacific time, 10 a.m. Eastern, and then a post after that. Super Bowl ends probably around the same time as the NFC Championship tonight. We'll be on live one more time for this regular season or for this postseason. So that is that. So with that said, you guys, for Teran Rodriguez from your boy Larry B, for Brian Mad Dog Francione, we will see you guys coming up very soon. Teran and I definitely tonight. Signing off. We will see y'all then. We will see y'all then. Until then, take care. And as always, God bless. Peace.